One of the greatest comic book films of our time, Howard the Duck, is rumored for 4K. Promising young Psycho Goreman arrives in stores this week. And what's your favorite scary movie? Scream Collection is rumored for 4K in 2022. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, I'm Ken with Mid-Level Media and welcome back to this week's edition of the Physical Media Report, my weekly rundown of all things physical media, everything that is new that is coming out this week, all the latest and greatest announcements, the rumors, the deals, the speculations, all of the stuff we are going to cover here today in the world of physical media. This is episode 48, guys. We are exactly 4 weeks away from my 1 year anniversary of this show. That is right, I have not missed one single week of the Physical Media Report since it debuted last April. And yeah, I'm just super excited to have been doing this show for so long, and the fact that you guys like it and enjoy it every single week, and I'm just super appreciative of that. But before we get into this, guys, I want to ask that if you are not yet a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I do all kinds of great content on this channel, mostly centered around the world of physical media. I also do movie reviews, I do weekly live streams, I do Blu-ray hunts, all kinds of content on this channel that I would definitely love for you to come and check out on a regular basis. And also be sure to like this video, guys, to help this video out, help this channel grow. I would definitely appreciate that as well. And comment down below anything that we cover here today that you are excited about, any new releases coming in the coming months, anything that's coming out this week that you plan on picking up. Let me know all of that in the comments section below. And also be sure to turn on all those bell notifications for future videos. But let's go ahead and get into it, guys, because we have quite a bit to cover here today. And we're going to start right off the bat with some rumors. We always start with the rumors now. The hot takes, the thumbnail clickers is what I like to call them. Some really exciting announcements coming later this year in 2022. So let's get right into it, guys. It's on the thumbnail. Rumored by, of course, Geek Gab on Instagram. I mention him a lot on this show. Scream, the 4K collection, is being rumored for 2022. Now, this actually makes a lot of sense because we do have Scream 5. Or just Scream, or whatever the hell they're calling it. It's a stupid title. That's supposed to be coming out in early 2022. Now, what I'm wondering is this going to be the 4-film collection that comes out before Scream 5? Or is this going to be a collection that comes out after Scream 5 and also includes the latest Scream as well? So all of that is up in the air, but it's looking like it's pretty highly likely that we're going to finally be getting Scream, the classic slasher film from Wes Craven of 1996. One of my top 10 horror films of all time, one of my top 5 slasher movies of all time, one of my top 50 movies of all time. I love Scream. We're going to be getting that entire collection in 2022. So I'm super excited. I'm super pumped. I love all of these films. There's not a weak Scream film in the bunch to me. I know a lot of people would point to Part 3 as being one of the weaker of the series, but to me, I really enjoy that movie as well. So I'm super stoked for this. Are you excited for it? Leave me a comment down below. Howard the Duck on 4K, guys, is apparently coming this year from Universal on July the 14th, which is kind of strange to me because I would have thought that Disney owned Howard the Duck, but maybe they don't own the rights to Howard the Duck, but he is in some of the Marvel movies, so I'm not exactly sure how that relationship and distribution rights and all of that stuff is working out. But Howard the Duck, you know, it's a movie I haven't seen for a long time. I've thought about picking up the Steelbook every time I go in FYE because I see it. I remember watching it as a kid, just thinking it was super weird, and it just made me feel uncomfortable even as a kid. So I can't imagine what it would do to me watching that movie as an adult. But, you know, coming out on 4K this year, guys, I guess for the Howard the Duck fans, you guys are excited. So Howard the Duck, guys, July 14th is the anticipated release date of that. So Indiana Jones 4K. This was being covered all weekend long. The site that I looked at was the Digital Bits. So we've already talked about this before as arriving in 2021. Of course, it makes sense, aligning with the 40th anniversary of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So this is, a lot of retailers are listing this for a June 8th release. So that is the release date. Now, Paramount has not yet officially announced this, but it's being, heavily rumored. Retailers are already putting it up. So I'd say it's a pretty safe bet that this 4K release is going to be releasing on June the 8th. And we're probably going to be seeing an announcement from Paramount, if not today when I freaking drop this video, or later this week, I would assume. So for the Indiana Jones 4K. Now, this is all 4 films. It's the original trilogy and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's going to be coming on 4K this summer. So I'd say that's all but pretty much confirmed, but we'll wait from the official statement from Paramount to truly get excited about this release. So let's get into the legitimate announcements, the ones that actually are coming out soon. And the first one is Shrek on 4K, guys. The classic DreamWorks, the film that really put DreamWorks animation on the map back in 2001. Of course, this is the 20th anniversary of Shrek, so this will be coming out on May the 11th. And last week we covered this as a rumor, and now it has been announced. So if you're excited for Shrek on 4K, let me know in that comments section, because I don't know if I'll pick it up. I might pick it up. I like Shrek and Shrek 2 okay. Nomadland, guys, my favorite movie of like the past 2 years, or at least this year and last year combined, is coming out from Disney on April 27th, the Blu-ray of that. So I'm looking forward to purchasing that. I don't know how many other people are. And I know the Academy Award nominations came out today. Nomadland was nominated for Best Picture, and I am rooting for that movie all the way for sure. Mission Impossible 25th Anniversary Blu-ray is coming out on May the 18th from Paramount, which is kind of puzzling to me why they wouldn't just go ahead and do a 4K release of this. Why would they just go ahead and they would just re-release the Blu-ray? And I looked and there's no like new special features. So all you're really getting with this is a new slipcover. So I don't get it. I mean, Paramount, they released all those Tom Cruise 4Ks last year. Why wouldn't you plan to do a Mission Impossible 4K for the 25th anniversary? So that's a little bit puzzling to me, but Street Fighter, guys, is coming from 88 Films, a special collector's edition on Blu-ray on April the 5th. So I don't know if there's any Street Fighter movie fans. It was okay movie from my childhood. I don't remember it being too great, kind of a letdown, honestly, because I love the Street Fighter games as a kid. I liked them more than Mortal Kombat. So when that movie came out, I was hoping it would be better than the Mortal Kombat movie, and it was not. So Hunted is coming out from RLJE on Blu-ray from May the 18th. Looks like a kind of Little Red Riding Hood type horror movie, at least from the cover. Smokey and the Bandit, the 3-film Blu-ray collection, is coming from Universal on May the 11th. I didn't even know there was 3 Smokey and the Bandit films. MVD Rewind, guys, they don't announce too much, but when they do, they really hit hard sometimes, and they have announced 2 titles coming out on July the 6th. We have Mortuary and House of Sorority Row, 2 horror films that I have not seen, so I'm excited to check those out when that release hits. But let's go ahead and get into some of these deals, guys, because we have some really good deals this week. Not a whole lot, but the deals that we have are pretty good. And here at the Mid-Level Media channel, guys, you know the spiel. We like to save you guys a buck. We know you can't go out each and every week and spend $300 to $400 on new Blu-rays, on new 4Ks. You gotta wait, you gotta pick your spots, and I'm here to help you with that. I'm here to help you, point you in the right direction of some of these deals. The WA Warner Archive Hitchcock 4-film collection right now, guys, 4 Hitchcock films on Blu-ray is $25.43. This is a regular $40 price tag. I would say that's a pretty good deal for 4 Hitchcock films. Now, I don't have the complete list, but I think like Suspicion is one of them. And there's a couple others. I can't remember the titles. I really need to prepare better for these videos. Ford v Ferrari is $12.99 on Blu-ray right now. Greenland and Freaky is $14.99 still. Of course, we talked about that last week, but they're fairly new films still at $14.99, so I thought I would cover it again. Onward on 4K is $17.99, so it's a really good deal for a Disney Pixar on 4K. His Girl Friday from Criterion is $25.10, and The Man Who Knew Too Much on Criterion is $22.10 as well, so some good Criterions there. Let Him Go Blu-ray on Blu-ray is $14.99, so that's a good deal for a new Blu-ray as well, because I think that came out a couple of months ago. 3 Paramount Presents titles, which kind of makes me a little upset that I pulled the trigger on these a couple of months ago. I should have just waited, but The Haunting Paramount Presents is $16.99, as well as The Golden Child and Trading Places. So all those were marked down. It looks like a full $6 because those are originally 23 bucks. At least when I bought them. So great prices for those Paramount Presents releases. I have a review of Trading Places that release on the channel if you want to go check that out and see if it's worth the pickup. Lovecraft Country is $20.16 right now on Blu-ray, so that's a really good deal for an entire season of television right there on Blu-ray. So that's the deals, guys. Like I said, not too much, but the deals that they have are some pretty good ones that I do recommend that you guys check out. What is new this week, guys? So we have some pretty decent stuff coming out this week. It's not as dry as the past couple weeks have been, but it's still not like a knockout punch week. Next week will be the knockout punch week for physical media. This is kind of the calm before the storm, but there's still some interesting titles coming out this week as well. Promising Young Woman on Blu-ray, guys. Another film that got nominated for Best Picture today is $24.99 from Universal. I'm a little surprised, and Universal has a tendency to do this sometimes. They just overprice these new releases. I'm hoping when I go into stores, like it's not this much. I'm assuming that Target will probably have it at this price, but maybe Best Buy and Walmart will be a little bit lower. I did kind of want to pick it up, but there's no way I'm picking up this movie for 25 bucks because I know it'll be marked down in a few weeks. And to be honest, I wasn't like the biggest fan of the movie, so it's not like a must buy immediately. But coming out from Universal tomorrow, guys, for $24.99. It's a hot movie. It's the movie that everybody was talking about last year. Got nominated for Best Picture. There you go. Psycho Goreman, guys, on Blu-ray from RLJE is only going to be $15.99. I watched this a few months ago. I reviewed it on the channel along with Bloody Hell, 2 horror reviews that I did. You guys can go check out that video if you want to see my thoughts on the film. But I might be picking this up tomorrow because I like RLJE. I like supporting them. And this slipcover looks pretty badass. So yeah, I might end up buying this tomorrow even though I've already seen the film because I kind of enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit, actually. The Rad Steelbook, guys, is coming out. Of course, I did an unboxing for this last week in my Mill Creek haul video. Go check that out. And I plan to do a review of this a little bit later this week, so be looking out for that one. But yeah, guys, the Rad Steelbook is 25 bucks, $24.99 right now online, so definitely go check that out. If you missed the Vinegar Syndrome 4K, maybe this is the next best option for you for owning Rad on physical media. So I Am Lisa is also being released from Mill Creek for $19.99. This is a last minute announcement. I didn't get this one sent to me, but it looks like an interesting title. Dark Web Cicada 3301 is coming out from Lionsgate for $14.96. I have no idea what that is. Don't Tell a Soul, another movie that kind of interests me, is coming out from Lionsgate for $14.96. This is a movie starring Rainn Wilson, Jack Dylan Grazer, the kid from It, and Shazam. So that film kind of interests me. It looks like it has a cool premise, a cool cover. So I might pick that up as well. Songbird from Universal. This is a Michael Bay produced film that everybody crapped on last year when it came out. Is $22.99. Again, another overpriced Universal title. I don't get why they make their movies that much. Their new release Blu-rays. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Money Plane Blu-ray, which is a film starring WWE superstar Edge, or former WWE. I don't know if he still wrestles or not. I think I seen that he came back. But yeah, that is coming out from Quiver Films for $12.99. We also have Tower of Evil coming from Scorpion for $19.99. Celine and Julie Go Boating coming from Criterion for $27.99. The Dungeon of Andy Mulligan, which is a 15-movie set coming from Severin Films this week as well. And that looks like a really nice box set. I'm not familiar with this filmmaker or actor. If somebody can enlighten me in the comments below, maybe if I should be checking out his stuff. But yeah, I haven't dove deep into that Severin and Vinegar Syndrome films yet, so I don't know who the guy is. Let me know in the comments below if it's somebody I should be checking out. Arrows are coming out with 2 titles this week, or Arrow Videos coming out with 2 titles this week. The Invisible Man appears in The Invisible Man versus the Fly. So 2 Invisible Man titles coming out this week from Arrow Video. Kino Lorber has 5 new titles coming out this week, guys. They're always hitting us with all of this great physical media. Kino Lorber, the most consistent Blu-ray distribution company on this show, on this channel. We've been talking about them for almost a year now. The Runaway Train, The Last Remake, Taffin, and God We Trust, and Positive ID, all coming to Blu-ray tomorrow from Kino Lorber. We also have 3 Warner Archive titles. Again, another company that is pretty consistent with their releases as well. Crossfire, Damn Yankees, and What's Up Doc, all hitting Blu-ray tomorrow for $17.99. The Crimes of the Black Cat, which is a big release from Cauldron Films, will be coming out tomorrow as well. I've seen some people posting pictures of that release. It looks like an interesting title that I might want to check out at some point as well. But with that, guys, that is it. That does it for the rumors. That does it for the deals, the new announcements, all of the stuff that's coming out this week. We have covered it all here on the Physical Media Report, episode 48. I hope you had a good time today talking about physical media, being enlightened on physical media, learning about these deals and what's coming out. Let me know in the comments below what you are excited about. Please remember to like this video. Tune in tomorrow for my weekly Tuesday Blues Day Blu-ray hunt, where I go out in stores and hopefully check out some of these titles that we talked about here today. Turn on those bell notifications for future videos. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.